You've been following the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing?
Bro, Blake Lively, talk about ruin your reputation, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, they f***ed up. Ryan's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit, and they're like, you were a key part of this.
That post that she made has a community note, basically a fact check from Instagram about her response, calling it out for not being honest. This contains cherry-picked information from the federal judge's ruling, which actually threw out 10 of 13 of Blake's claims, the core one being SH. The judge found that many of her claims of SH also did not rise to that level.
There's nothing wrong with getting attention, but it should make sense. It should make sense. There should be some reason. And if it's out of balance, you should probably look at, like, why is it out of balance?
Blake Lively is facing another wave of public embarrassment after Joe Rogan weighed in on the controversy surrounding a community note added to one of her latest Instagram posts. The note has fueled criticism online, with many claiming it contradicts the narrative she was trying to present and exposes what critics describe as a misleading agenda.
There's some people, man, that get real self-indulgent and self-righteous with that in social media. It's exposed a lot of celebrities for being real dorks.
After the federal judge dismissed 10 of the key claims in the lawsuit, Blake Lively reportedly tried to convince her followers that she had come out of the situation as the victim. She later shared an Instagram post addressing the court's ruling, but the reaction didn't go the way she expected. Instead, the post quickly drew attention for a different reason. Instagram's Community Notes feature, which allows users to add additional context or fact-check potentially misleading posts, was soon attached to her update. The note argued that her statement presented only selected parts of the case, rather than the full picture. It also pointed out that the judge had dismissed 10 of the 13 legal claims, providing readers with broader context about the court's decision.
This post also ignores the fact that Blake had in fact kissed Justin Baldoni without his consent.
To understand why Blake Lively's latest controversy has attracted so much attention, it's important to look at Joe Rogan's perspective. Over the years, Rogan has frequently criticized Hollywood's biggest stars, arguing that powerful public relations campaigns are often used to shape public perception and protect celebrity reputations. When discussing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, however, Rogan reportedly didn't soften his views or hold back his opinions.
They think they're going to do a good thing, and they think that through their celebrity, they're going to use their platform and their voice, and they're going to make a difference.
According to him, the real motive behind all this drama was never about workplace safety. It was about power and greed.
They were trying to take over the movie and the whole franchise. He owned the franchise. The whole thing's crazy.
What drew attention to Joe Rogan's remarks was his criticism of what he portrayed as Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' inflated confidence. He mocked the idea that high-profile celebrities could allegedly use their influence to overpower Justin Baldoni without facing consequences, suggesting that fame and status don't guarantee a free pass in public disputes.
Get away with it.
They just never thought that anybody was going to come out with the receipts.
Because no one's ever done it, because everyone usually just bows down.
Because everyone's scared.
Yeah.
Because Ryan Reynolds A-list, Blake Lively A-list, like, they're the queen.
Rogan defended Justin music and praised him for bringing the actual receipts to court, like the real text messages that showed what the couple was really doing behind the scenes.
You need real motherfuckers to be like, nah, man, I ain't going out like this.
Yeah, especially a guy like that. It was like known as being like this really sweet, nice guy.
Yep.
And then it's like, all right,
dude,
enough.
He posted the receipts.
Oh,
he's like, oh, remember our
crazy.
text exchange? Bah, bah,
Well, how about
bah,
she told him to come into the dressing room while she was breastfeeding?
With a fun
and then
ass.
part of the complaint was that he came into the dressing room while I was breastfeeding. Like, you literally have a text exchange back and forth.
According to the commentary, when major Hollywood celebrities are accused of making misleading public statements, they often try to manage the fallout rather than admit fault. The narrator then points to what happened after the community note appeared on Blake Lively's Instagram post, claiming that not long after it drew attention, the note unexpectedly disappeared, raising further questions among online observers.
But it looks like WME and Ryan somehow pulled some strings and got somebody to go remove this community note, which is in beta testing.
The narrator goes on to claim that community notes typically don't disappear from high-profile posts without a reason. They then reference online speculation suggesting that Blake Lively or representatives connected to her talent agency, WME, may have contacted senior executives at Meta in an effort to have the note removed. However, These claims remain unverified and are based on internet theories rather than confirmed evidence.
To delete the note.
Blake's stupid statement that made me think about this and realize I needed to talk about it because it's really important on how the system allows rich people to terrorize those that don't have the funds to fight them, to silence people, harass them, dox them. And that's Blake Lively. That's Blake Lively doing that because she can, because she has the money to.
The narrator argues that this is the type of behind-the-scenes influence Joe Rogan has often criticized, suggesting it reflects a mindset where some celebrities believe they can avoid the same level of scrutiny as everyone else. They claim that the alleged removal of the community note only fueled more suspicion online, with critics arguing it made the situation appear even more damaging. According to this perspective, if the original statement had been completely accurate, there would have been no reason to remove or challenge the fact check. The narrator concludes by portraying the alleged effort as a desperate attempt to control the narrative as public criticism continued to grow.
And then now for her to have the audacity to stand up and say, I'm a protector of women and children who have digital violence done against them. Girl, you are the digital violence. You are the system. You are the one abusing people.
And while Blake Lively has taken the brunt of the public backlash, the real power behind this mess appears to be her husband, Ryan "Music" Reynolds.
Blake Lively worked internally on the film to turn everyone against Justin Baldoni, while Ryan Reynolds was working externally in the Hollywood landscape to turn everyone against Justin Baldoni.
According to reports and the text messages referenced by the narrator, Justin Baldoni was not viewed as the main force behind the dispute. Instead, they claim the communications portray someone else as the central figure orchestrating much of the conflict behind the scenes.
And let's not forget, Ryan, how you spoke to them in your own text messages. You should be ashamed of yourself, dude.
According to the narrator, tensions surrounding the film began long before the legal dispute became public. They explained that It Ends With Us was produced by Justin Baldoni's company, Wayfarer Studios, with Baldoni serving as the film's director. The narrator then claims that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively sought greater creative influence over the project, leading to a growing power struggle. From this perspective, the conflict became so significant that Baldoni allegedly did not get to view the final version of the film until the evening of its premiere, despite directing it.
Justin is shut out. He's giving notes as a studio, not as a director. He has not seen the locked cut of the film in July of 2024. And in August 5th of 2024, Justin invites the editors to the premiere, but they can't be in the same room with Blake.
Justin did not just give music, Up and Walk Away. Ryan Reynolds used his massive summer movie Deadpool and Wolverine to launch a petty multi-million-dollar insult at Baldoni. In the movie, Ryan included a character named Nice Palul specifically to make fun of Baldwin's public image as a sweet, sensitive guy. He used a Marvel movie to mock an independent director.
There's a question about whether he was taking a shot at Justin. Here's the clip.
Sorry about that. Come here, girl. Who are you? Oh, I'm Deadpool. And I guess you're Deadpool too. But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool.
There's no question it relates to Justin. I mean, anybody that can watch that, the hair bun, the comment about the pregnancy. I mean, it's pretty obvious what's being done. But again, like if somebody is seriously sexually harassed, you don't make fun of it. It's a serious issue.
According to the narrator, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds allegedly made serious accusations against Justin Baldoni as part of an effort to push him out of the project. The narrator claims that Reynolds filed legal documents expressing his belief that Baldoni posed a threat, and that Baldoni had failed to provide a safe working environment on set. However, the narrator goes on to argue that, after attorneys reviewed the available evidence and testimony, those allegations were not supported. From this viewpoint, the dispute was less about workplace misconduct and more about a battle over control of the film, with the narrator alleging that the accusations were used as a strategy to gain influence over the project.
The goal for them, ultimately, after reading all these text messages and reading all these emails and reading all this bullshit, was to completely take over the film from day one.
What started as a Hollywood power struggle has exploded into one of the industry's most talked about legal battles, with leaked messages, courtroom setbacks, and a public relations disaster keeping the controversy alive. According to the narrator, leaked text messages reveal an organized effort by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds to take control of It Ends With Us and sideline director Justin Baldoni. The messages allegedly suggest they believed their celebrity status would shield them from scrutiny. That narrative was amplified by Joe Rogan, who argued that powerful Hollywood figures often rely on influence and media connections to shape public opinion rather than let the facts speak for themselves. The narrator also claims Baldoni was deliberately excluded from key promotional events, including a New York Q&A, to damage his reputation while Blake and Ryan became the public faces of the film. Behind the scenes, they allegedly pressured agencies and studios to shift blame onto Baldoni's company for negative press, with Reynolds reportedly warning that the gloves will come off if Baldoni refused. Instead of backing down, Baldoni filed a $400 million lawsuit, accusing the couple of using their influence to seize creative control and destroy his reputation. As the case progressed, the narrator argues Blake's legal position weakened after a judge dismissed 10 of her 13 claims. Despite that setback, her team reportedly listed more than 40 witnesses and over 800 exhibits, triggering disputes over trial procedures and evidence. The controversy escalated when Baldoni's lawyers accused Blake's team of overwhelming the court with last-minute filings, including dozens of new exhibits submitted after midnight with broken download links that delayed review until the next morning. Even more surprising, the filing allegedly included unrelated materials such as a Taylor Swift cookie recipe article, photos of Blake with Swift, and remarks praising Ryan Reynolds as a family man. The narrator claims these additions distracted from the legal issues instead of strengthening the case. Outside the courtroom, public criticism intensified over Blake's promotional strategy. While Baldoni focused on the film's serious themes, Blake encouraged audiences to wear floral outfits, attend with friends, and also promoted her hair care brand and Ryan Reynolds' gin during the press tour, moves critics viewed as tone-deaf given the movie's subject matter. The narrator concludes that the controversy could have ended much earlier through accountability and compromise. Instead, they argue that escalating legal battles, public relations tactics, and an unwillingness to admit mistakes turned a film promotion into a full-scale Hollywood showdown, one that reminds everyone that in court, fame may grab headlines, but evidence ultimately carries the most weight.